Welcome to Making Waves. I'm Tara Sloan. In this newest installment, we want to introduce you to Tyler Briend and Tyler's mom, Jennie. Every Wednesday for 4 months a year, Tyler gets suited up with his hockey team, One Step Sharks Special Hockey. Now, once upon a time, given Tyler's disabilities, it would have seemed impossible for him to play the game he loves. But thanks to the amazing folks at One Step Sharks, his dreams have come true. Meet Tyler, the hockey player. So Jennie, how did One Step Sharks come into your life?
We randomly stumbled across an Instagram post where we happened to see somebody who had a visible disability, and they happened to be wearing their jersey, and it was amazing. And across the top of it, it says One Step. And so then I went down the internet rabbit hole of trying to figure out how he could become also part of that team.
Okay, so what was the process? What did you learn about the team and what it offers and to whom?
Sure. So we learned that at the time when we stumbled across them, it was only open to adults. So you had to be 18 years or older. Tyler is now the first junior player. And so yeah, we learned that you had to have either an intellectual disability or a physical disability to be a part of the team, which is, definitely fits into his particular sets of needs. And other than that, it's open to anybody. So if you want to play hockey, you're allowed to play hockey, even if you're not able to skate. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure out whatever accommodations you need to play hockey.
So would you mind telling me about his condition and his particular set of needs?
Sure, absolutely. So he's actually born with half of a heart. So your heart has 4 pieces to it. Most people's do. He was actually born with only half of that. So he's had 3 open heart surgeries to date. He has had some strokes. He has autism and cerebral palsy and epilepsy. And so it makes it a little bit challenging when you want to do a really physically demanding sport, but you don't have a heart who might be able to keep up with that. So we have figured out some things along the way. Recently we added the oxygen back in, which really just gives him a little bit of extra energy, and it helps his heart try and keep up with practices.
Okay, so he has an oxygen tank on his back, and you say you brought that back in, so he had been on oxygen at different points through his life?
Yep, so as an infant, he was definitely on oxygen, and then again, kind of as a toddler and young elementary school student, he had an open heart surgery when he was 4. He was able to come off of that. Now as he's growing, his heart is needing a little bit more assistance from us.
And so, like the pack that he uses for his oxygen when he's on the ice, is that something that existed? Can you just buy that on the internet, or did you have to?
You can't buy it on the internet. So they make them bigger for bigger oxygen tanks. It's not very often that you find somebody who's a pediatric patient who also wants to be running around and doing super active things that needs a backpack. So it's actually a smaller backpack that I've cut down and stitched. But they make backpacks for oxygen tanks, but they're typically much bigger. They're about this big, but that's too large for what he's able to carry. And so we ended up finding a smaller oxygen tank that we're replacing every about 55 minutes. And we were able to fit that to this custom backpack. And then we put that on over his hockey pads, and it works for now.
Well, and I know that's not the only adjustment you've had to make. You've given him some padding in case he falls on it. So
yeah.
What's going on inside the pack itself as well?
So inside the pack, we actually have cut apart a pool noodle, and then we've lined the back of the tank with that across his back. And then we ended up changing out his actually protective hockey gear for one that had a ton of back protection. And so it protected his spine in case he fell backwards.
And what does it mean for you guys to have the opportunity to be part of a team?
It's amazing. I would drive for many, many hours to get this for him because, again, he was born a hockey player. It's something that he knows he wants to do. We definitely watched hockey as a family before he came along, but this is his passion, and so we want to be able to fulfill that in any way we can. We weren't promised that he was going to be able to talk or walk, and here we are playing hockey 12 years later, so it's really, really incredible to watch, and it's definitely a testament to his resilience.
You're amazing, Tyler.
It's been amazing, hasn't
Thank you, Tyler.
Go Sharks.
Thank you. Just wanted to let you know that One Step Sharks is always looking for people to join the team. So if you're interested or know somebody who is, head to osbi.org. And we are always looking for your hockey heroes. Hit us up at sjsharks.com/makingwaves.